Hi, I'm Julie Musial, founder of Musial Marketing. Today I want to talk about something that I've talked about several times before, and I'm going to keep talking about it because I think people need to hear this. Business strategy has not changed in 150 years. The same strategies that made people successful back when Napoleon Hill wrote his book Think and Grow Rich in 1939 have not changed. Why? Because he talks about focus, having goals, knowing what your vision is. Having a vision of where you're going will help you get there. If you don't know where you're going, you don't have a vision, it's pretty tough to get there. Dig deep, dig narrow and deep. Don't dig, he doesn't talk about digging all kinds of shallow little holes and all kinds of different things. He talks about digging deep, and that successful people don't quit what they start. So I want to talk about that a little bit more today. Napoleon Hill talks about most people quit 3 feet from gold. What the heck does he mean by that? What he means is most people start something and they get all excited, whether it be in their personal life or their business life. Maybe they're going to start a diet. Maybe they're going to get a new job. Maybe they have a new relationship. Maybe they started a new business, but they're all excited and they're all gung-ho. And very quickly, people get bored and they move on to the next, latest, greatest thing. When you start something new, you have to have an attitude of, you can't quit. Because if you think in the back of your mind, well, I'll try this and see how it works, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to quit. I'm telling you right now, you're going to quit. You have to go into your idea and have a no quitting attitude. That's what successful people do. You want to make a plan. And as I said, whether it be in your personal life or your business life, focus on it. And sooner or later, you will have success. But what I see happening in the world today, and probably not so much different than 20 years ago, but today, people have information overload. I mean, think about it. Think about how many blogs you might see. Think about how many videos, how many new apps come out on a daily basis. Hundreds. Every week it seems like there's a new social media platform, and the list goes on and on. Now think about how overwhelmed you are with all of this now. And did you know that in the next 3 years it's estimated that 3 billion more people are going to come on the internet? Can you imagine how much more overwhelming that is? And how much more important it is that you focus on whatever it is you're doing. Most people lose focus and they abandon everything they do and they move on to the next, latest, greatest thing. For example, this week I've heard about a new social platform called Vine. That's great. I'm not going to jump over to it because what I'm doing is working. I just heard about another new one yesterday called Snapchat. That's great, it's great, but I'm not going to jump over to it because what I'm doing is working. And most people, what they do is they hear something new and they think, oh, I have to have it, I have to do it. And before you know it, you're on 12, 15 different social platforms. You're not doing anything effective because you can't manage 15, you can't even manage 6, 7 platforms successfully. You have to narrow it down and you have to focus. Make a plan. What do I mean? What I mean is pick 1 to 3 social platforms, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, whatever it is, 1 to 3 tops. Build a functioning website. Build a really good functioning website that does for you what you need it to do. And it's not a once and done. Your website needs to change consistently. Because if you don't, people will get bored with it. People won't want to come back. Commit to blog at least once a week and hopefully more. I prefer 3 times a week. If you can do 5 days a week, great. But at least 1 time a week. Not only for SEO purposes, search engine optimization, but you want people to know that you got it going on. And in everything you do, teach people a valuable skill or teach them something valuable about your product or service so that they see concrete results. Know that success takes time. It's not quick. You hear about these get-rich-quick schemes. They don't work. I don't know of anybody that has tried a get-rich-quick scheme and it's worked. But most people will jump into the latest, greatest trend as soon as they hear about it. You don't need all these latest, greatest trends. If you're using Facebook and it's working, stick to it. If you're using Twitter and it's working, stick to it. Now, when I say if it's working, here's what you got to think. A lot of people will think, well, I'm on Facebook and I have 100 followers or 100 likes and it's not working. And so they abandon it. But what you really need to think about is, are you working that platform? And if you're not working it, then don't abandon it. Fix what you're not doing, focus, because if you've spent, say, 6 months to a year or longer on that platform and you've developed that following, don't just abandon it. That's worth something. Fix what you're not doing, focus, and I'm telling you, you can turn it around. But switching to the next latest, greatest thing is not going to make everything change. Successful people finish what they start. I wear this bracelet. You can see it right here. It's a black bracelet. Most people don't wear black. I wear it. It says finish strong. And the reason I wear this bracelet is it's a visual for me. Life doesn't come easy to anybody. We all struggle. It doesn't matter how successful you are. You can have a bad day in a relationship. You can have a bad day in business. You can have a bad day in anything. I wear this bracelet to remind me that during the tough times, I have to keep going. What's your bracelet? What is your visual? What is your cue to tell you to keep going? You also want mentors. You want people that you can talk to. You want things that'll bring you up. Maybe it's a morning mentor that someone sends you every day. Quitting is not an option. You need to dig deep. Don't abandon what you're doing. Successful people don't abandon what they're doing. If you quit everything you start, you'll never find that success in anything. So focus, vision, goals, strategy. You don't need to jump to the latest, greatest thing, and you don't want to be on too many platforms. So I hope this is helpful. Please leave me a comment. Love to hear from you. Connect with me on one of my social media platforms. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.